everybody, welcome back for another one. And wanted to address this first and foremost. This guy, the accountant here, go ahead and subscribe to him on YouTube if you would like. Check out this video that I'm about to talk about. But anyway, there's been a lot of stir in the XRP community, I guess you would say, mostly because of this video this guy posted. So anyway, he claims he's a CPA, which is a certified public accountant. For those of you that don't know, they help people with taxes and so on. But anyway, he goes on to say that he thinks that these regulations that are coming to crypto, that Brian Brooks has been talking about, what I addressed in my last video as well, which I'll put in the upper right hand corner for you if you'd like to watch it. But anyway, keeping it short, he thinks that the regulations that are coming are going to make crypto, instead of commodities how they are right now, switch them to being currencies. And for tax purposes, that would make it so that they are no longer taxed at capital gains, but instead ordinary income. And what that would do is push you essentially to have to pay more taxes, because right now the tax brackets for capital gains, I believe, are 5, 10, or 20%, whereas ordinary income can run all the way up to 37%. And if and when Biden is in office, he wants to change the tax laws as well to make it so that people with over 400,000 in ordinary income will pay even more in taxes. So, but anyway, he thinks that all these rule changes are coming into place to basically affect the taxes, how things are going to be taxed altogether, which I agree with him, but not altogether. So he does go on to say that he thinks all private storage, like cold storage, crypto products like the Ledger and Trezor and everything, private wallets in general, are going to be banned. I don't think that they would do that. They might, who knows, right? They can, like I said, they can probably do whatever the heck they want. But I don't know. I just think, as I showed you in my last video, I think that they'll just implement or Ledger to have to require KYC, and that these exchanges are going to have to verify that you have a KYC wallet before they let you withdraw to that wallet. So I think you'll have to have a KYC private wallet linked to a KYC exchange, so you can actually process your withdrawals. And the reason that is because right now, which I totally get, if you go and use, like I always say, Charles Schwab, Fidelity, or typical brokerage accounts, they make you have this KYC, and you can't link any accounts to it that don't belong to you. And that is specifically because of taxes. So I don't see that changing when it comes to crypto. They'll find a way to make sure they get their money. So just be careful out there. Once again, right now the way it works is you could buy on Coinbase, send to your Ledger, swap in your Ledger for something else, and then send that money to KuCoin and make a trade, and then send that money to Binance and make a trade. And they see that. So I just don't see that lasting eventually, because that's exactly how you can lose your cost basis, and there's no way to track how much money you actually owe in taxes if you're doing all that. So just be aware. Changes could be coming. I'm just not sure they're going to ban the ledgers. He also says in here he thinks that ledgers were on sale for 40% off on Black Friday, just because of this, that they think they might be losing customers. I don't think so. He also said that the 40% off sale never happens, which isn't true. Just a few months ago, I believe it was in the summer, Ledger did a massive sale again at that time, and I was able to get a lot of ledgers and sell them on eBay. So I got them at discount, sold them on eBay, and that's how that works. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Just keep this in mind, and check out this video if you want, and also follow this guy if you want to keep up with how crypto is going to be taxed, because I think he might be able to provide a lot of valuable information. All right, so moving on to the charts, because that's what people like. All right, so with Bitcoin, we saw, right, the story is it broke an all-time high. You know, sitting here on Bitfinex, you can see it's like dead even. It just depends on what exchange you're on, really, if you would say it broke all-time high or not. I don't call this all-time high. I want to see definitive price action over 20,000, and then I'll say, okay, cool, we're off. We're off to the races. But once again, I'm still expecting a pullback, even more so now. We're struggling right here at all-time high. We're on a let's see here, 89% climb over 56 days. I mean, this to me is bound to retrace. I got two price levels here I think we could touch. The lowest being in the 12,000 area, and then we might find support actually around like 13.7. So I don't know. I wouldn't be buying here personally, not into Bitcoin. I could see a pullback for sure. I'm sticking by that until we see clear confirmation over 20K. It's just, we're just super extended over these moving averages once again, and you know, we've been running hot for a while, so this is typically when you get a pullback, and everything aligns with Bitcoin being trying to fight an all-time high and everything. I just don't see it, but I could be wrong, you know, definitely. But hey, as I've always said, once again, the mining stocks are where to go, right? So right now, Bitcoin is now up 400% on the year from the low, and look at Riot. Riot is now up 1,600% on the year. Or sorry, not on the year, but since the low. So I measured off the low because hey, that's, you know, that's where we're rebounding from. So I'm just seeing how fast these recover compared to Bitcoin. And let's look at Marathon Patent, bottom there. Second, I don't know why it does this. All right, whatever. Marathon's up like another 1,400% as well. So it's dominating Bitcoin in gains. This is why I say these mining stocks are my favorite way to get Bitcoin exposure, because at the end of the day, once they outgain Bitcoin, I can just buy more Bitcoin with it if I wanted to, or whatever I wanted to buy. All right, so these are killing it once again, but the same thing, you know, there's a lot of gaps in the charts, and it just doesn't look good to me. Look at the weekly on Marathon Patent. You know, it's all gapped out. Usually this pulls back. You can see right here we had a big gap. We filled that. So I'm still eyeing a pullback down to the $3 area. Marathon. I would not be surprised, but it's going to need a Bitcoin drop to get that. So I don't know. Myself, I'm still holding a lot of Riot. I have been trading as well in Marathon Patent. So I always have, I keep those separate. I keep what I want to hold, and I keep what I want to basically just trade and play around with, just so I can learn and see, you know, how my judgment, what my judgment takes me to, and so on. All right. So that'll cover it with the TA. Besides XRP, take a look here. Last video I said we might be forming another bull pennant. It looks like we've got one of those going on now. I drew it there, and it's filled in not too well, but either way, I think this is about to break out for XRP. As I've said, I don't think there's much TA to do here, because I personally believe that this price moves inorganically. For whatever reason, maybe there's insiders that know what's going to come with these regulations. You know, regulations will always work in favor for XRP, because as I've said, and this accountant guy also mentions, XRP has KYC stuff built into it. Same with Stellar, and we could see that come to fruition shortly. So, all right, and for those of you that want to know how to do the Spark, the Flare network drop in your ledger. So first and foremost, you could come check out Working Money channel, Ripple XRP, how to claim your Spark tokens with the Ledger Nano in under 7 minutes. All right, he teaches you how to do it here really briefly, but what he really shows you how to do is go to flare.weetsay.com. This is a tool that Weetsay made in the XRP community to help you easily guide on how to do the Spark drop in your Ledger Nano. So it's really straightforward. It's a few steps. So this is exactly the way to do it. This is how I'm going to do it. as I said, I ordered more ledgers. I'm about to set those up, and then I'm going to do the drop. So I'm doing it in the wallet. I haven't seen it supported by any exchanges that I really like. So Uphold's doing it, but I'm not familiar with Uphold. But they seem to be the most reputable exchange that is doing it now, and Coinbase is not. So, all right, a few news pieces to touch on real quick. So Ethereum 2.0 is up and running. After literally years in the making, the Genesis block of the Ethereum 2.0 beacon chain has finally seen the light of day. The repeatedly delayed scalability and security upgrade to the second largest crypto by market cap confidently took its first breath as planned today, December 1st. The launch suffered no hiccups and immediately reached the required stake participation rate to finalize the blockchain. All right, I just wanted to point that out because Ethereum 2.0 looks to be good to go. And Coinbase will be supporting staking rewards for Ethereum in short order, I believe. So they're trying to get that added, and that's probably how I would do it, honestly, because the other options for staking Ethereum at this point just don't seem like it's worth the hassle to me. So depending on the reward, if I were to stake Ethereum, I'd probably just do it on Coinbase. All right. Last but not least, Libra rebrands to Diem, hoping to shake off associations. The project is hoping that a new name will help people forget the mass regulatory panic that drowned out Libra's initial announcement. All right, so Libra rebranded, whatever. They're now transitioning to the name Diem, which denotes a new day for the project. The Diem Association will continue to pursue a mission of building a safe, secure, and compliant payment system that empowers people and businesses around the world. All right, whatever. I just wanted to talk about this. I've never addressed Libra on my channel. So now they're changing their name in hopes that that will benefit them, whatever. I don't like this at all. I don't like the idea of a platform with 3 billion users having the stable, a global stable coin, because to me that is like literally like one world order, but it's controlled by Facebook because they have all your personal information, a big chunk of the population anyway, and then now they're trying to become the one world bank, what they're really trying to do. So I'm not cool with it. I won't be touching it, and it's a stable coin, so it's not like it's going to gain you any money anyway. So yeah, I'm not comfortable with this at all. So I don't know. I hope it fails. I'll say that because I don't like the sound of it at all. All right. That'll do it for today. As always, please like and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks.
What is a cashless society? What does it actually mean in a literal or high-level sense?
Money will become like these, relics of a different age, and will only be found in places like this. In other words, hard cash will disappear. It will become electronic, transferred by things like these.
Then Tracy is in Beijing to show us what a nearly cashless society actually looks like. Ben, good morning.
Mobile payment transactions in China reached a cumulative total of 277.4 trillion RMB in 2018, ranking #1 in the world, according to the recently released statistical report on internet development in China. As of June 2019, online payment users in the country reached 633 million. The cashless society is now approaching.
When's the last time you paid with cash? Well, chances are cash has taken a backseat to the plastic in your wallet and smartphone pay apps.
Denver 7's Ryan Luby explains the digital pay revolution and why not everyone is on board.
The cashless society, the cashless society.
The cashless society.
The cashless society is now approaching.
The cashless society.